Welcome one and welcome all. This is a trigger warning. This is ignorance in real time.
I think
Wait a
you,
minute.
bro.
Hold
I
up, because
guarantee, bro. Y'all love the
just
Europeans too much. That's
he
what the
just
problem.
introduced a new concept. He said it was a family. Can we get the name of that family so we can do some
I'll give
investigation?
you an example. I'll give you an example.
Now we want the name of the family. We don't want an example.
Peace
we
and
want
love,
the name of the
poetic.
family
Peace
that
and
you
love.
just asserted.
Yeah, this is
I'm
this
wrong,
is ignorance
bro.
in real time. I was
You
just
clear,
participating on this
clear.
panel,
Salute, clear.
and I'm
See, this is
finna
what
show you
this is
where
why
they
niggas
at
can't
right
never
now
get
in their
on track.
conversation,
Because as soon
and
as
then
niggas
I'm
get
gonna show
close
you where they
to get some
were when I was
ideas
on
of
the
what's going on,
stage in their
and some goofy ass
conversation.
nigga come introduce some old indoctrinated
Listen to
ass
this
information,
ignorant
but he
shit
can't never stand
that
on
is
the shit
going on
that he
over
trying
there.
to assert. That's why I like busting niggas out on the shit that they saying. Niggas said it was a family, nigga named the damn family, but we see his ass and ran. Fuck out of here.
My man Smoke.
Hey, that's a good question right there. He did.
Appreciate you, Jessica, Jesse 2007. Go ahead, B. You got it, brother.
No, Smoke had it. Smoke was hey making people stand on a square. Hey, where you go?
Yeah, where he go? Cause he came with some real right. That was
back down, man.
I'm talking about if the information he was presenting was accurate, that's very pivotal, right? But
Yes,
if he can clarify the information,
Hey,
that would be
poetic,
wonderful.
if you can
But if he
remind
just
me of
making
the advice that you gave
based on
me,
some
can
shit
you
he
please
heard through the
remind me of
grapevine,
it?
then nigga, how we gonna ever get clarity on what the shit you saying? You might just be making it up as you go along, nigga. If you saying a family was the one that crossed niggas out, we need to know the name of that goddamn family, cause you talking about dollar bills and shit. We see who face on that motherfucker.
Shout out to Haru, the Duke of the Great.
Well, we know this is on real time right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back on this video and show you where I was at. And Dres asked me the most dumbest fucking question about what he think he know what science is. Dreads is dangerous for the community. I'm just letting y'all know that. And if y'all continue to listen to this dude, y'all gonna be led with y'all will have no resources. Y'all won't have no ability to develop. That dude is dumb as a box of rocks. I'm sorry, he is ignorant as they come. He's ignorant. He's very ignorant. The man asked me, show me an example, because he said, can you do your scientific experiments? I said, most of them, yeah. It's what I put my mind to, it's what I do. Now, if it's outside of my control in terms of um um to say the least, textiles, uh, uh, um, um, yeah, like textiles, like pressurizing coal to make a diamond. No, I don't do that, because he wasn't even specific in his answer. I mean, in his question. So when he asked the question, I simply said, yeah, me fucking my wife is clashing atoms together. But I can't show you because it will strike OG's channel as being porn. Them motherfuckers knocked me the fuck off. Well, you know what? My tone and my pitch is just what it is. I'm going to keep my tone and my pitch. That's the way I speak. I can't change that. And because of that, yeah, I might rub off on people the wrong way, but I'm not meant to please people. Like I told them, I'm not here to appeal to authority. No, I appeal to the masses. You can take my information and apply it. And that's what I'll be talking about is applied information. But I want to get to this thing right quick. Let me play this right quick.
I was actually interacting with y'all, trying to talk to y'all, and then not without giving you
You know what, man?
nothing. And I'm not right now either. And look, you still cutting me off. You still going. Why are you so emotional?
I answered it for her. I answered it. She needs to look it up for herself.
Yes.
You know what the word is.
Now, why they don't want to do that? Is that just too much work for y'all? Y'all don't want to go look up a word? Because I said the word pedantic. Those words are like 5 letters long. So it confuses a person's mind that's remedial. That's not an intimidating word. Just look it up and you'll find out what the definition is. But they want to be combative in their rhetoric. So
Treating you like a child like that you can't even deal with somebody. Look at
Our
him.
books are now almost replaced by a computer or phone.
But hold on, Dad, real quick. I'm gonna show you how that's disrespectful, Dad, because what she's trying to do is she's trying to get your perspective and your understanding about the meaning.
Not at all. Not at all. I have a consensus. It's just not my understanding. You hear the words are coming out of my.
they right there, that fucked them up when I said that. Because I didn't make the word pedantic. So why would I give you a definition that is universally applicable to be my definition of it? In other words, pick up a book, do compare and contrast. That means that if you get a Webster dictionary, go get an American Heritage Dictionary. After you get the American Heritage Dictionary, go get the Oxford Dictionary. After you get the Oxford Dictionary, then compare it on Wikipedia. They all going to say the same fucking thing, but you are intellectually lazy, so you will not do it.
Western Dictionary. People can't build with people because y'all got
I'm fucking with them at this point because I got them defeated. So I'm just, I'm agging this shit. I'm toying with them. I'm aggravating their ass. So when you hear me going that, I'm mocking Alexis because that's how they get themselves revved up by keep saying my name.
That y'all shit over with.
And then look how you act. You want to get a not the woman on the motherfucking.
What do they mean? I don't appeal to the masses. No, I appeal to authority. So you can say, I'm just the only woman up.
When I said that, question everything, face shrugged up. He looked a certain way when I said I don't appeal to masses and I don't appeal to authority because that's what he think he is. He think he's an authority. So when he came up on this panel, he knew that OG was going to kick me to the back because anytime that didact is challenged, see, OG dumb, so his arguing points are moot. So he will allow me to be on a panel with him and argue with him. Now, when it comes down to other people, because he gives the onus to Dreads. He think Dreads is smarter than him. So when Dreads come, that's his muse. That's his muse to try to defeat me. So when he came in and asked that dumbass question, because it's going to come up, when he asked that dumbass question, I answered the dumb question with a very, very smart answer. And this is the shit that I get. I get kicked off the panel, not let back up, and then 5 minutes of residual being talked about me until Spoke Signal said he wanted to bring it back to the original
Here.
question.
Do what you feel. Because I don't appeal, nigga. I'm not fellatio.
That's not equal.
No, I do fellatio.
That's not equal.
There's a lot of fellatio on this.
And they don't know what fallacies mean, and they don't know what appealing to masses, appealing to authority, or bandwagoning. They don't know these terms because they don't read. but they don't know that this is a fallacy. That's a disease. That's a social misnomer. That's error. That's error in your conversation. But because they don't read, they don't know that they talking in error. So they think they smart when they not. They think they know when they don't, and they in a state of belief. I think I probably have more fun making these responses versus me actually educating, but I'm going to educate, period, on my channel. But this shit here is fun. Doing this response shit to dumb motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Because here I can critique you, even though I might get one or two, but I'm looking at my numbers. They are climbing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I greatly appreciate for y'all watching my channel. Trust me, I really, really do. I really do. Trust me. But with that being said, I can critique they dumb ass on my channel and show where their error is at. But what I do after I catch their errors, I do go back to their channel and correct them. But let's go.
He told you what he means.
Big dog got Big Dog on the damn show again.
Hey, don't believe nothing you hear anyway. What you want him to tell you what it means? That don't make no sense.
No, not tell her what it means. Tell it what.
What does it make sense that I'm just trying to build and be nice? Like,
what
damn.
does it mean?
Like, does everybody have to fucking attack y'all? Like, I never once even tried to come. Here, everybody else, y'all are on attack mode, and I'm just trying to ask a question. But oh God, I got to get attacked too because God forbid I ask a question. I don't have my Webster's dictionary out.
Hey, Pope, did I knock myself off? I hope I didn't. What in the fuck? I don't know. Microphone. Yeah, I hope that fixed the problem. Yeah, I'm not echoing no more. My fault for the party people in the house. You understand me? Sorry for that dilemma. Yeah, I was trying to answer your question, Poetic. It's not that I keep putting myself in that position. It's just that I enjoy sports, intellectual sporting. So I do appreciate when they say steel sharpens steel. So I appreciate that. And in that, these are the things that takes place. So I don't mind putting myself in position of them coming down on me the way they do. But what end up happening in the end with this is that they end up learning and they don't know it.
Shit, man, what you talking about? So first, so I'm gonna follow your chain of line.
All right, let's get back to where Dreads. I was gonna answer Dreads. About right there. Let me see. Let me play it.
I'm just the only woman up here. OG, do what you feel. Because I don't.
That's not equal.
No, I do.
That's not equal.
There's a lot of fellatio on this.
Big dog.
Hey, y'all gotta stop it.
Let me pause that. Let me go to share screen so I can control the volume better. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and continue where I was at. Sorry for that dilemma, y'all. Yeah, sorry for that dilemma, but let's get back to business and expose these ignorant people in real time.
Like if he told you what it means,
Big Dog got
believe
kicked off
nothing.
his own damn show again.
Hey, don't believe nothing you hear anyway. What you want him to tell you what it means? That don't make no sense.
No, not tell her what it means. Tell it what.
What does it make sense that I'm just trying to build and be nice? Like,
what
damn.
does it mean?
Like, does everybody have to fucking attack y'all? Like, I never once even tried to come. Here, everybody else, y'all.
Y'all hear Beast Mode keep saying what it means to him, what it means to him, what he doing. He's revving up Alexis by what they call appealing to the masses. And this is what they doing. They appealing to the masses. So Alexis is getting revved up by Beast Mode by saying that dumb shit.
We're on attack mode, and I'm just trying to ask a question. But oh God, I got to get attacked too because God forbid I ask a question. I don't have my Webster's dictionary out.
Hey, no, that's the problem. If we try to teach you, if we try to tell you, we might get in trouble. This ain't our platform.
Hey, Alexis.
He hit the nail on the head. We might get in trouble, not trouble, like these niggas don't got no authority, but we might get in trouble in terms of how he mutes people, throw people to the back, or even kick them off the whole entire stream, which I was a victim of. Calico was a victim of him being put to the back trying to make a point earlier in the stream, but at least he get to stay up on the stream. Unlike me, they can't take me. They cannot take me. I'm just way too much for them, way too much. But I'm going weigh heavy on their ass every rip. I'm not going to lighten up. I'm not going to change my rhetoric. It's going to be delivered. You know what? I probably might take your advice on that. I might deliver it different. I might give it a special delivery, but it's still going to be the same fucking bitter. The bitter herb that they got to take, or the bitter drink like vinegar to clean their body, or it's gonna be that same jagged edged pill inside of that, but it's gonna be a special delivery. But let's go.
You're dealing with a couple of niggas who really you're dealing with a couple of niggas who really ain't in close proximity with no women, so they really don't know how to carry themselves in the presence of a female. That's what you're dealing with any damn way when you're messing with busters like this.
But let me ask you something, Dada, do you believe everything you read?
Here we go. He said the word believe. That's what you call, if they try to say anything bad about indoctrination, that's what you call indoctrination. Why would you use the word believe, Dreads, when you're supposed to be so far removed from the system? You know not to use that word. You're supposed to use the word, do you think you read everything is the truth? Now watch how I answer this stupid, dumbass nigga, and he gonna get off into his feelings, both him and motherfucking OG. They're gonna get off into their feelings, and OG gonna protect them by kicking me off the panel. Watch.
I don't believe in nothing I read. I know and I think I know.
So you have done these experiments that you claim is.
I did not say the word I don't. Somebody else said that shit in my background, and I did not say what I don't know. I said I don't believe in anything. I read to what I know, and I read to what I think. And somebody said don't know. So they try to, again, this is tactics that they like using. Let's go.
Accurate yourself.
Most of them, yes.
So you ever made two atoms clash together?
Yes.
You did that. Can you perform it for us real quick? Let me see you.
Yeah, I can go fuck my woman right now. But it wouldn't be porn. It wouldn't be porn and get his chest right. Hey, get your ass.
That answer was vulgar and descriptive. And I think he got offended by that. You know, one thing I do know about whole ass niggas, especially OG, when how he always trying to show his woman, that shows me that this dude is so insecure about himself. Why the fuck you got to show your woman in the midst of an argument or talking about reading? Reading is fundamental. What your woman, you showing your woman got to do with that? You see, these people go straight to the personal shit to try to rev themselves up, to even try to start an argument that don't got shit to do with T and China. So now, after I answered this question, it was vulgar in terms when I said I fuck my woman, but it was descriptive because if anybody use their imagination, when you fuck your woman, atoms are clashing. He talk about, then what are you talking about? Are you talking about a CERN machine that's in Switzerland that your motherfucking, your master daddy, he ain't your master teacher, he's your master daddy. What your master daddy done built a whole entire platform on? So you want me to perform that type of clashing of atoms or even splitting of atoms. So you want me to do that? You want me to have a huge motherfucking oscillator in my motherfucking house? What kind of shit is that? That's not practical. But what is practical? Where the CERN machine took their idea from, where all these scientists took their idea from, because the first prototype, the first model was the human body. And they know that the human body does everything that scientists are still trying to figure out. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say it slow for you dumb motherfuckers. The human body is science that people are still trying to figure out. Scientists are still trying to figure out. The human body is that template. So when they built the CERN machine, you stupid dumb motherfucker, where they are clashing atoms, you stupid dumb motherfucker, they took the model from a human being, you dumb motherfucker. So when I made the example, you dumb motherfucker, of a human being coming together with another human being, you dumb motherfucker, that is the clashing of fucking atoms, you dumb motherfucker. And this is what they do.
Yeah, you ain't talking about no blow up dolls, nigga.
There it is. Boop. Boop. They kicked me off. Now watch how much my crack residual stays in the in a panel. Watch all this crack residual.
You lying to a motherfucker. He go fuck his mama. You ain't got no bitch.
You see, ad hominems. How you know what I don't have? Because I don't do what OG do. Turn on my camera and blend food and show his so-called daughter and his wife. Because I don't do that, you assume what you assuming, or you just trying to put out my fire that I have already set on you dumbass motherfuckers. Because I'm like Didac Appleseed around this bitch. When my shit grow and root, nigga, that motherfucker like the beanstalk. Nigga, that shit grow fast and tall, quick.
Wrong shit. You can get away with that over
I don't think he knew that.
That makes him feel good about himself. Bye, Didac, you clown ass nigga. That makes him feel good. You ignorant ass GI collecting motherfucking ex-military still under the propaganda umbrella ass nigga. And he got y'all fooled. I was on a panel one time with him and the police. And I'm trying to tell you, Leonardo is his mindset don't. I'm trying to tell you the apple don't fall too far from the tree. He police too. He just hung up telephone wire. That's it. That's what he did for the army. He was not no front infantry. That motherfucker was hanging up telephone wire. He came in at like after the battle. I mean, I'm talking about after the battle where the battle seems done, but it's still motherfucking those what they call those goddamn roadside bombs, RUBs or some shit like that. But the roadside bombs that was still exploding where they thought they had the motherfucking land secured, but soldiers were still running over these IUDs. There they go. People were still running over these IUDs and blowing up. Nigga, those were gone. That's when they sent your stupid punk ass OG. Even in the 80s, they had that same shit. But they cleared it out. They made sure they cleared it out 5 times before they sent in your dumb ass your dumb infantry to put up telephone wires or whatever umbrella. Because when you are sent with an infantry, of course they're going to send you with protection. So it's going to be under that infantry file. It's going to be under that infantry's file. But what he's not telling you is that under that infantry's file comes with plumbers. It comes with electricians. It comes with all this shit. But he's not an electrician. He's just general labor. It comes with general laborers. It comes with cooks. It comes with potato slicers, because that's what, if anything that he did was slice potatoes. But hey, that's the most lowest shit that you can say about any motherfucker who served the military. And trust me, OG sliced potatoes, but none of motherfucking less. You got to bring all these people in to establish the land. Who is there to protect them? Of course, there's going to be an infantry within. There's going to be a stronghold in that infantry who's going to be handling weapons. OG don't, even though they do issue standard 45s, 1911s, right? The government issue pistol, whatever the fuck case may be. I think it's Beretta now. I think military is holding Beretta. With these military issue pistols, OG didn't have one. I guaranteed you that. They gave OG a motherfucking government issue hammer, nigga. Gave him a government issue hammer and told that nigga put up the telephone poles, because he told the story 1 million times, but niggas can't seem to read between the lines. He talking about he got electrocuted. No, you did that to get out of that motherfucker. People will have self-inflicting wounds just to get out of service. And that's what Philly OG did. He served up in there long enough to get his motherfucking GI Bill. He grabbed the telephone wire and got shocked for a second and said that he injured himself and he suffered from PSD. So they told the motherfucker, go work at the post office, because nigga, your GI Bill is not active. So continue to work for us, because that's what they did with all the vets, especially during that time in the 80s. When they came home from service, they sent their ass to the post office. So you're no special than that. So you get sent to the post office. You work up until the point where you probably got fucking carpal tunnel syndrome or some shit like that. Now you got another ailment. I'm healthy, and all that bullshit. If you healthy, go work, nigga. Dude, I can show you right now. You know what? I'm not going to share, but I can show you 70-year-old men competing in a motherfucking 200 meter. This 70-year-old man, I'm talking about faster. I think he probably be faster than me. OG, he probably follow the same diet regimen, if not better than yours. What's your excuse, OG? What's your excuse? You non-teeth, unactive. I told you, you fat, skinny. You don't first motherfucker I ever see a fat, skinny man. How the fuck can you be fat, skinny? But none the motherfucking less, OG just couldn't help himself but to kick me off his motherfucking panel so he can assume some type of power, right? And then they go on this motherfucking 5-minute back residual to talk about me so they can feel good about themselves.
That word meant y'all.
She said I didn't know what the word pedantic mean. Why in the fuck would I mention it? And Jenny, like, I don't know who it was. I think it was Real Rap or one of these dumbass motherfuckers trying to question me about my name. Nigga, you don't know what my name mean. You don't know what it mean. And I'm glad that you went to go look it up. And look where you stuck at. You stuck at the word autodidact. See, that goes to show you your research is you're a dumb motherfucker. You're a dumb motherfucker. But let's go after this 5 minutes, and I'm fit to see what they're saying in real time.
You wouldn't tell me.
God,
I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
I can't talk because I'm married. I got a wife. Matter of fact, let me put my picture up of me and my wife.
What I tell you. Let me put a picture up of me and my wife. What the fuck does that have to do with you reading? Nothing. And I told him, because this where Beast Mode, like I said again, Beast Mode is just as dumb as Philly OG. I'm just letting y'all know that. But Beast Mode try to say, leave the family out of it. What the fuck? He the one that brung his family into it. I simply said, I hope your wife makes you read. That's what I said when he was trying to bring up his wife. I was like, I hope your wife makes you read, or to the fact that I hope your wife appreciate a person who know how to read. It's either one of those two. How in the fuck am I bringing his family into it when he brung his family into it? And to top it all off, after I get off, let me show my wife. Let me show my wife. Like, that's going to do something. Like, that validates something. You Viagra popping ass nigga.
Boy.
Yeah, it's all good. Hey, there you go. Even if you want to go at each other, that's cool. I ain't nobody probation officer. You know what I'm saying? But keep people family members out the conversation, man.
You hear that? You hear that? Nobody's nobody probation officer, but keep the that's what you call manufacturing beef. This is one of the biggest fallacies in what they call intellectual arguments. When you just make up shit. That dude just made something up just to appeal to the mass, just to appeal to authority, because right now, OG the authority, because this is his panel, or that was his panel. That's the reason why he said what he said, because he's performing intellectual fellatio. No, I'm sorry, they're not even intellectual. I would say he's just performing rhetorical fellatio. We're gonna say that. That's a new one, everybody. Take a note of that one. It's gonna be called rhetorical fellatio. That's exactly what Beast Mode is doing to OG when he is appealing to the authority. OG brung up his family, not me. The fuck, dumbass motherfucker.
I can't believe they was going at each other health and shit, talking about heart problems and shit.
Now you heard D Calico, right? Now, in the meantime, in between time, right? Because like I tell you, I don't appeal to no motherfucker. And with that being said, it being a neutral statement, because that was a neutral statement, because he said y'all talking about each other's health. That's what OG did. OG brung in my health because I shared my testimony on YouTube about a heart condition that most Americans suffer from. But what I can say about my health and my heart condition is totally different from everybody else, because mine's is hereditary and it's through cholesterol. Mine's ain't due to unhealthy eating and no shit like that, where OG had to fix his diet. He had to fix his diet to be healthy. I was already healthy. When I had my heart attack, only thing they had to do is just clean me out, sir. That's it. Unlike you, they probably have to bust your chest open, nigga. Crack your chest plate. They're going to have to break that sternum open and give you a triple bypass. You understand? Because you weak. Your body is weak. You better hope that your body don't have an ill effect or a breakdown, because you're not going to be able to recover. I don't give a fuck how many herbs and how many vegetables you think you eating. If you have liver failure, dog, you're going to die probably on the spot, because your molecular structure is weak. Your bone density looks weak. You just look weak. You got a hunchback. You got a hunchback. You don't do nothing to complement what you think you're putting in your body is good. You ain't doing your body no good by sitting on your ass and smoking weed all day and call yourself eating vegetables, following the Dr. Sebi diet. Because if that was the case, even if they was trying to kill him through syringe and hit him with something, his body should be impermeable. I'm saying that word wrong, but his body should be immune to any motherfucking disease they try to get this man. That's how healthy he is. And that's what OG try to go around and say. That's what OG try to go around and say. I'm healthy. I'm healthy. So if you're so healthy, how in the fuck did Dr. Sebi die? Dr. Sebi should not have ever gotten sick. I don't give a fuck. They hit that nigga with an HIV needle, the needle being HIV, and they got blood inside the motherfucking syringe of people who had syphilis, herpes, fucking gonorrhea, liver disease, sclerosis. If you put that shit in Dr. Sebi, that shit will die at the moment that it hits his alkaline blood. His alkaline blood is going to beat the living shit out of those viruses. But the man died, dog. And they didn't choke him either. Motherfucker, let's go.
It crazy as hell. Hey, that's why you can't even keep it real with a nigga no more and let him know what's going on in your life. It's like fuck everybody until otherwise.
Right. I've been trying to segue back to the title for the last 30 minutes, but there's some triggering shit going on. I had them.
Okay, that's the end. Remember, I told you that Smoke Signal was trying to get everybody to focus back on the fucking point at hand. So I think that's where they got the fucking signal in their head to stop talking about me. But I'm going to put this shit in real time. Calico Chris, thank you very much, brother. I greatly appreciate you being a sub here. For the most part, what you're hearing right now is just a react quote. That's it. This is just a react quote. And I was on OG's panel giving him the business as usual. And what he did was just kick me straight off the motherfucker and wouldn't allow me back up. So what I'm doing is just exposing their hypocrisy and their ignorance in real time. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get up to the point of live, and I'm playing it. And so far, who I see on there is, of course, Beast Mode, Smoke Signal. D Calico is still on there, and he was more of an opposition than I was. And I think that's Rashard Flatplane. I guess he got Ant. Look like Big O is still up there. I think that's the Taz Show and Mental Ninja. So
everybody's a free thinker, bro.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play like probably like,
I can rewind it back when you had 10
to say the least, about like 2 minutes of the live. And you know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to jump back on the panel. On my live, though, let's see if that works simultaneously. I think it probably does. But with that being said, I'm going to try to hop back on Philly OG shit just to see if he let me up. Because right now, I fucked them all up. So his authority is gone. That's Dres. Dres is OG's authority. So he might let me back up, considering that I'm not going to make his master, one of his masters, look bad. Boy, I can imagine how he would treat me if Sanchez was on his channel. I don't think he'll let me get in 2 words before he get to muting me, because that's how I start. It start with the mute, then it goes to the kickback to backstage, and then it gets to the point where they just totally eliminate you from the thing. And anytime that you try to hit the link to come back, they see you in the background. They just ain't gonna let you up. But with that being said, let's listen to a little bit.
Right?
So I know where they at.
Hey, look. And hey, Phil, your channel been up for like what, 4 or 5 months this year, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so by the end of the year, hopefully it's 2,000. 4 months and shit. And this is how I look at it, right? We used to be on Greedy. We used to be on Huey. I remember when the day Greedy fucking started his shit up 2 years ago. I was like, man, how you do this shit? I try to start my shit up. We fuck with Cook. We fuck everybody else, but where we all be at? We be over here with Philly and shit. We're Greedy.
Yep. That's a fact.
We gonna keep
going.
Appealing to the authority. Here we go. We got rhetorical fellatio going on.
I'm saying it's not ruled by hammer and sickle. You know what I'm saying? You get to come say your piece. Just keep it respectful. That's it. You can disagree.
No, they don't. They don't keep shit real. They what they call an autocrat. Look that word up, y'all. Autocrat. That's exactly what that is. It's an autocracy. It's a dictatorship. You hear him, he's sucking OG off because he's on his panel. He's on his panel. I do not appeal to authority. And if you try to appeal to me, I'm going to let you know, don't do that. But with that being said, you see him giving him rhetorical fellatio.
Let me say this.
And because he said that, let me pause that. And because he said that, I'm going to go try to go back up there to see if he's going to be hypocritical. So let me go ahead and go to this and see if I can hit this link. And let's see if it works.
No, it be wrong. So yeah, I'm just letting you know. So you start getting more other subscribers.
Yeah, so far, yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, I'm in the background. So I had shut it off the sound from my computer. So that's the reason why you can't hear it and just hear me. But okay, he let me back into the show. What I tell you, I think sometimes I need to get tarot cards. Straight up. I think I need to get tarot cards because sometimes I be predicting the future. With that being said, he let me up. Now let's see how long it would take for him to mute me versus me getting my little piece across. Because right now, he probably introducing me right now. I got myself on mute on his shit. So let's go. I'm mute. I tried, y'all. I swear to God. No, I had it on mute on my side, but I was on their side on Philly channel trying to talk because I'm thinking it's probably have an echo or some shit like that. Me trying to have a conversation with them and me having my stream open. Man, I had to get away from that shit, dude. You hear that shit? You hear that shit? These motherfuckers are delusional. And I went up there to check that shit. They didn't have no answer for you. Hear all these ad hominems? Because you don't got no bitch. You don't got no bitch. What the fuck that got to do with T and China me answering Dre's his goddamn question? They some silly motherfuckers. And you know what? I'm going to deal with these niggas with a 10-foot pole for now on. Straight the fuck up. They're going to get dealt with a 10-foot motherfucking pole. Because this shit's silly, man. They silly as a motherfucker. Now watch this shit after I remove myself from it. Let's hear what the fuck they have to say, because they're going to be saying some plenty shit, which I know they are.
Welcome back. You got it. I know you got the smoke. Go ahead.
See, he said, I know I got the smoke.
Out of respect,
I was in the background. Now watch this. I'm going to come up probably a couple seconds later because let me pause it. They anticipate me. So soon as they see my motherfucking avatar pop up, here they go trying to so-called pave the road for me to so-called walk. Nigga, I paved my own road. Nigga, I blazed my own trail. And they hate that shit. Well, here come that. And I was too busy talking to y'all on my end to know that they was trying to invite me up at the particular moment that I fucking chimed in on the goddamn stream. But took me a hot second to get up there. But when I get up there, listen to what is being said.
And like I said, Rashad is a sponsor of this program. So if I get knocked out, please be respectful, listen to Rashad or any of the sponsors that be on the program. Please.
The thing is, I'm gonna let y'all talk. You know, I don't cut in, so I'm gonna let y'all talk. Yeah, I got it.
I got a question in regards to like the YouTube and all the different channels and shit like that. Do y'all remember something back
in the day called the party line?
Microphone
702-2000, hey, 920-2000, nigga. Operator, don't collect calls, nigga. Fuck yeah, nigga.
Hey, you talking about that group chat that used to be on the phone?
Yeah, back in the 90s, nigga, late 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to tell on that motherfucker.
And everybody on their mouth tried that shit.
That's the days of AOL, nigga.
Yeah. What's going on, Big O? I'm over here critiquing a whole ass panel.
All y'all, DeCalico, all of y'all, man.
For sure.
Microphone check. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. You clear.
Okay.
You clear.
I want to clear some misconception of what happened. I don't know why you kicked me off after I said what I observed as Adams clashing. Because when I said I fucked my girl, that is Adams clashing. Why you kicked me off, OG? Because I made your master teacher look bad. Dreads. Let me pause that and let me rewind it again because I don't think the sound came through. If it did, my damn thing wasn't. What up, Big O? What up, though? Trio Carter, I didn't forget you, but what up, though? But with that being said, let me rewind this a little bit and see if the audio, make sure the audio came through right here, right there. In my house, an oscillator or some type of ray gun. This is what he
say. If they is religious people, now I ain't got nothing to do with that. I already said alive now. Now, I told him. I told y'all talk. You know, I don't tell him. So I'm gonna let y'all talk.
Okay, we're gonna go from right there.
I got a question. In regards to like the YouTube and all the different channels and shit like that. Do y'all remember something back in the day called the party line?
702 2000, hey, 920 2000, nigga. Operator, don't collect calls, nigga.
Hey, you talking about that group chat that used to be on the phone?
Yeah, back in the 90s, late
90s.
Okay. Let me pause it for a minute because I got to see something with my sound.
That was the day. That's the days of AOL, nigga.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
Hey, Kaz, I appreciate.
Okay, my audio good. Let me go back. Just making sure it was. Okay, my audio good. Let me go back. All right. Just making sure it was. All right, here we go.
Thank you, Mental Ninja. I appreciate all y'all. The Calico, all y'all, man.
For sure.
Microphone check. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. You clear.
Okay.
You clear.
I want to clear some misconception of what happened. I don't know why you kicked me off after I said what I observe as Adams clashing. Because when I said I fucked my girl, that is Adams clashing. Why you kicked me off, OG? Because I made your master teacher look bad. Dreads.
No, because
Dreads was trying to ask a rhetorical question. I gave him an answer, a real one. Because what he was trying to do is see if I had a CERN machine in my house, an oscillator, or some type of ray gun. This is what he was hoping that I would answer the question with. But what I gave him a simple answer, because the human body is the template for all technology. And when I said two human beings coming together, that's Adams clashing. Why you kick me off, OG?
Because you lied, nigga. You lied.
Congratulations. Congratulations to Big Dog Philly.
Hold up, nigga. Don't jump in when you hear me talking. I'm just saying you got kicked off because you lied, nigga. You act like you was getting some pussy and you gay as hell.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, right now you can't be picking a bone with Big Philly.
No, you heard that shit. He talking about I was lying because I'm gay as hell. That's what he said I was lying about. I'm lying about two human beings coming together and Adams clashing because I'm gay. That's the reason why I was wrong. And then D Calico was trying to come in and say, we bigging up Philly OG. And I'm just going to remind him what he's doing.
OG right now, we celebrating right now.
I understand, right? I understand that. At the same time, shit needs to be checked.
You ain't gonna You ain't gonna because he might be on their own shit. You ain't gonna come and somebody's channel and try to check the ass. If I had the power, I would have been kicked your ass.
I sure you would. Hey, I know you would. You motherfucking rhetorical fallacious giver. You're a rhetorical fallacious
Get your shit together when you won't come talk to me.
You are a rhetorical
fallacious giver. Trying to talk.
You appeal. That's what you do.
You gonna check who ain't checking shit.
That's what you do. That's what they trying to tell me. So you don't worry right now. I don't do that shit. Me stuttering has more scholastic information in it with them fluently talking in a paragraph. I'm going to say this shit again. Me stuttering a sentence has more scholastic information in it than them giving a fluent talking point with a paragraph. That's what you do. That's what you do. You suck dick. I don't. Now, with that being said, a smoke signal. If you assume that, you know that's what you are undercover. Because you don't know shit about me for you to even say anything like that. And I just made an example of two human beings coming together. And why I can't put myself in it? Why I can't put myself in it when he asked me the question on a personal level? Like, I did this. I'm assuming that you got children because I got 4 of them.
Okay.
All right. So, and I'm a polygamist.
Okay. Congratulations.
Okay. So what that mean? What do that mean? That when I fuck my wife, we come together, we clash in atoms. Now I ask the question, why did I get kicked off the panel?
Because he felt like it.
No, he was protecting his teacher from being embarrassed. That's why he did it.
That's your theory.
So you can give all the answers you want to appeal to this man. Because that's what you're doing. You appealing to authority.
Why you think Dre is the teacher?
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Why you think Dre is his teacher though?
Why do I think Dre is what?
His teacher.
Because he said I got dreads on the panel. Everybody be quiet for dreads while he's speaking. If you say
that shit to everybody.
Okay. He don't gave you that. He don't gave you that before.
Didn't you
see him? He did not.
When I hopped on, he said the same shit. When
Damn. I went on like a 10-minute soliloquy. And none of that shit came through because I was on mute. Fuck me. I guess it wasn't meant for people to hear that one, to say the least. You know, because I believe in little shit. I'm going to use the word believe again. Excuse me. I think of shit like that, like little shit like that, where I was totally on mute for a 10-minute soliloquy and no one heard what the fuck I had to say. Yeah, I was muted. Yep. So it wasn't meant for motherfuckers to hear what I just said. But all in a nutshell, I just I put everything together in terms of me going on a panel. Only thing I wanted to show again, because I hate that I fucking mute myself, because that right there was harsh. That's gonna take away from the playback. But with that being said, I do find these fun, the response. I do find these fun, these react quotes. I do find this fun. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if they still talking about me, because I got a funny feeling they are. And I was just showing you, or going back on the part where I came in on my second rip. And it was this time Rashard Flat Power kissing OG's ass and trying to protect him. See, I know who OG big brothers are. I know who his masters are, because he got more than one handler. Don't get it fucked up. It's whoever Sanchez covets the most, that's the ones that are going to be able to handle OG until Sanchez gives OG his actual token where he now can handle people, because, to say the least, his channel is growing, right? He got Rashard Flat Power and Chris Cyphers behind his machine that's going. So when he start picking up momentum, this is where Sanchez is going to actually bless him with the token, to where now he's an authority. Because right now it was Citizen Man. It was, what's that white boy, Tim? It was Tim, it was Citizen Man, and it was Drez. These were his two people that was authority figures outside of him. Because if he ain't right, if Sanchez ain't right, Drez is right. If Drez ain't right, then Tim the Truth is right. If Tim the Truth ain't right, nobody's right. Nobody right. Even though you have motherfuckers like a Sir Drop who would explain the shit beautifully, and they'll tell him he was wrong. That means that goes to show you, even with that loyalty that he shows. I'm talking about Sir Drop is loyal to a default with Sanchez, to a default. And he still haven't ushered him up to as an authority. They don't respect Sir Drop as they do a Drez, or as they do Tim Truth, or as they do with Citizen Man. But he been there just as long as Citizen Man, Drez, and all of those. That shows you what kind of authority is going on. So now here go Philly OG. He's trying to develop his channel to the point where he's going to be given that token by Sanchez, to where he's going to be able to make evil look fair seeming with his dumb ass by telling people to burn books and not read and shit. Like, and here go Drez. Drez said the first level of indoctrination was pen to paper. So what about the writings on the wall? What about the chisel? What about the chiseling in the rock with the bit and the hammer? The chisel bit. What about that? Ain't those writings before pen and paper? See, this is what Drez do. He scares you. He a fear monger. That's exactly what Drez is. Drez is not scholarly at all. He don't have no information. Like, he was trying to show that DNA under the microscope versus the DNA that was illustrated in a drawing? Because that was a drawing at first before it became a graphic where lines look perfect and shit like that. But at first it was drawn. What he looking at is the same thing, but it's coiled. I already explained this shit to him on Sanchez channel one day and embarrassed him. I said, dog, that's a coiled DNA strand. I said, you can take a spring and look at a spring from the top view. It will look just like those zigzag lines. And I proved the shit to him. I said what they did in the illustration of the DNA strand, they just stretched it out. They stretched the spring out and they showed you what's in between the spring or what's in between the two DNA strands, which they call a double helix. They showed you what's in between that, those links. You can't see it under the microscope, first of all, because you're too dumb to know how to read what's under a microscope. That's number one. And number two, look at the silhouette. You see the zigzags. Dog, that's a coil. That's a coil, you stupid dumb fuck, like a spring. You see the silhouette of it. It's the silhouette. Look the fucking word up, you dummy. When you looking at atoms and shit, you mainly looking at silhouettes of an atom. But this dumb motherfucker, he want to see the same thing under the microscope what they illustrate on a fucking computer. After a drawn illustrations, just like how my 3-square avatar is, he want to see that under a microscope. Man, you silly dumbass nigga. That's a drawn illustration of building blocks. Nigga, because I am the triple master. Fool ass nigga. That's a building block. But you're too stupid to know that because you're thinking, I got to see that under a microscope. That's CGI. That's fake. Man, if y'all don't go with y'all silly, dumb motherfucking asses and the niggas over there eating that shit up. They eating it up. Now, I don't know where they at in their conversation. Really, I don't give no fuck no more. But what I am saying is this. When I participate on these people's panel, I do that for a reason because our people need it. We need to wake up. In terms of, now that's cliche. I was on Red Square shit. He was talking about shit that's cliche. That's cliche that we need to wake up. We are beyond that. What we need to do is galvanize and come together with practical solutions that can be put into practice to perfection. That's what we need to do. So here go Philly OG, the fucking Sister Bethy. We Indians and I got my own land. You know how Philly OG sound and fucking Sister Bethy, her voice cracky as a motherfucker. But nonetheless, they don't give people solutions to the problem. They don't give remedy to nothing. They just telling people what they doing. And what they doing is not working because they own the computer complaining. Do you understand? They own a computer complaining. Damn, he blocked you from the chat again? See, that's what I'm saying. That's that hypocrite shit. I did one called hypocrite in real time. I forgot. I think it was OG channel what I was participating on. It's just the people that I'm talking to. See, I'm not going to give up anymore. At first, I used to get totally discouraged with this shit. Trust me, because outside of YouTube, we have a Thursday class. It's unfortunate. It's in a church. It's held in a church. I'm sorry for all the people who hate church and fuck Jesus. It's just the building that we renting, motherfucker, or they allowing the space in this building. With that, we take youth from a high school called Shalom High School. Yeah, Shalom, like the Jewish greeting, Shalom. Shalom High School, and we got a Rites of Passage program for the young men. And when we teach the young men, it's not them. It's not them. It's the other motherfuckers, the grown people that are dumb as a box of rocks because they the one that give the pushback. They sound like a Philly OG telling these young kids that burn the Bible and all that dumb shit, or burn some books. When you hear that, that's dangerous rhetoric, and some motherfuckers do have that rhetoric. So it's about the youth for me in terms of me getting my point across. But in this YouTube world, because I don't know what age demographic that I'm attracting, but to say the least, if we can talk and we can understand ourselves, because I do this as a litmus test sometimes with people. I tell them that right now, what I'm doing is expanding my lungs, filling my lungs up with air. I am moving my voice box up and down and using my articulator. And it's coming out in such a tone where I'm speaking words, and hopefully you can understand me. I say that as a litmus to see if people have an understanding. Once I get past that, then I know I can talk intelligently to you. But this is where I sometimes fall short trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, is that I'm thinking I'm having an intellectual conversation with a person that do understand what that phrase that came out of my mouth, because that is a litmus phrase. It is. And if they can understand that, then it's safe to say that you can have an intelligent conversation with these, but you can't. You can't. You can't have an intelligent conversation with these people. These people are just spewing words. They are prating, literally prating. But I want to see what the fuck they talking about. Let me hear what they talking about.
He does the same shit when smoke signal.
That's true.
No, he does not.
All in the new name, you don't even know the neighbors.
He did it for you today on this field.
It's illusion. Y'all suffering from illusion.
And you know
I gave you the flow when you popped in. I gave you the flow. I gave you the floor. See what I'm saying? I gave you the flow when you.
That's when I got. See, that's what you call appealing to masses and appealing to authority. He said he let me up on the floor. I thought I hit OG's link. I could have sworn that motherfucker said Big Dog Philly OG. StreamYard and his all that fucking extra lettering and shit. And it's him and his girl look like on the beachfront in his avatar. I hit that link. I didn't know that was Rashard Flat Power on that avatar. I didn't know Rashard Flat Power also went by the name that Big Dog Philly OG. I didn't know that. Oh, y'all sucking each other dick. That's the reason why Philly said he's a sponsor. He's a sponsor. What the fuck do that mean? That means that they're appealing to masses. To me, they sound like this is a bandwagon fallacy. That means that they're jumping on each other's bandwagon. But let me go to that live part, because I was just playing out the rest of my part. That's when I left. Let me see where they at in their conversation, because I guarantee you it's circular. They went in a circle. Let's go.
When you came in,
Okay, I'm live now. I'm live now.
You see what having the Slim 400, right? You see what having the Slim 400, right?
I seen that video. But this thing though, he got videos of motherfuckers like ass they shit, and then like why do you how you get these videos? You got closet full of videos, nigga.
Okay, they ain't talking about shit. They conspiring right now. I don't know who the fuck they talking about, what rapper they talking about, but they conspiring. But with that being said, these some dumbass niggas. And check this out. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna end this stream real quick. Check this out. I participated on Philly OG's channel, I'd say about like 3 days ago. That nigga had he had a retired cop up there what the fuck is his name? It's at the tip of my tongue. But he had a retired cop, or at least that's what he said he was, right? Him and OG was sharing fucking military stories because I guess he served in the military, right? So him and Philly OG got that in common. You know, I exposed that nigga for what he is. Philly OG kicked me off that panel too, right? I went and go to try to respond to that. Come to find out, it's what they call, his name is Casual Video Maker or it's called Casual Channel User. I got hacked. My YouTube page got hacked by this person. Now, it was just in my home page, in my videos, all my videos was still there. But on my home page, it was 3 videos that didn't have shit to do with me. And the uploader was named Casual Channel User. That was his name. That was the uploader. I got hacked after I exposed the police on Philly's channel. Now, I'm honored and privileged because I have 50 plus subscribers, right? I don't think that's enough to raise any kind of motherfucking red flag, but I am honored and privileged. It ain't the people, but it is the people. But it's mostly my rhetoric. I'm tooting my horn here, ladies and gentlemen. Please believe me, it got everything to do with y'all. Trust me, it got everything to do with y'all. But I would like to think that it has a lot to do with my rhetoric, because I only got like 23 videos up, right? Most of them is dealing with, mathematics. I got a few addressments here and there with the Aboriginals. But other than that, I'm teaching on my channel. But what happened was on Philly OG channel, I exposed the police. I quoted one of my favorite songs, The Soldier Story by Tupac. I said, all you punk police will never find peace in the streets till niggas get a piece. Fuck them. They pay to control you. Pay top dollar for your soul. Real niggas don't fold. We straight soldiers. When I made that quote, I scared the fuck out of that cop. I scared the fuck out of dude. Because you know why? They are not equipped. They are recommended to listen to songs that are anti-police. So they'll know the attitude when they approach a person who don't like the police. Naturally, nobody likes them in the hood. I would say 85% of the people in the hood, they just don't like police, right? But the attitudes are gauged, because a person who likes police ain't gonna call them out of their name and say, fuck y'all pig ass bitches. But they know the mentality of a person who's listening to an NWA, a Tupac, or Naughty by Nature, or some shit like that, who's saying fuck the goddamn police, right? They know who these kind of people is. He can't arrest me. Wherever the fuck he at, he can't arrest me. So he understood the attitude that I have towards authority. I don't like the motherfuckers, and I let him know that. But when I quoted that Tupac, I scared the fuck out of him. And then when I told him about his shit and how they do shit, I told people who were listening on Philly OG channel, because I'm pretty sure he has a criminal base. He has a base that are criminals that listen to him. When you go to court by a police officer, 9 times out of 10, they wrote that shit up wrong. They wrote it up wrong. If you have a very good lawyer, you can beat that shit in preliminary hearings. And when I said that, he get mad, because he the one, that's their whole entire career. The whole entire cop's career is based on persecutions. And that's the right word, but it's prosecution. But it's really persecution. But they depend on the prosecution and how many times that they win in court with their case. A whole cop career is based on that. If you keep arresting people and it can't go to court, they're going to kick you off the force, or they're going to make you a house cat. They're going to put your ass in a desk. If your motherfucking arrest can't make court cases, dog, what the fuck what's the point of you being out there? So when I made this example on how dumb cops are, because cops are just as dumb as Philly OG ass, when I made that motherfucking point, this is when the contention happens, and then I get kicked off their panel. I get kicked off that panel. And then when I go to make the reaction to what was being said with these two police officers, because Philly OG don't get it twisted, that either he a cop or he want to be one. But when I wanted to make my react quotes to these people, I found out my motherfucking page was hacked. So I went through the proper procedures to report it as spam and get the shit removed from my shit. It took a couple days and it's gone. I looked at my shit was back to normal. So I was like, okay, but all in all, I would love to take this time out and thank the people for this. For both the people who listen and subscribe to me, because they don't want this information getting out to y'all. That's number one. And I would like to also express great gratitude and appreciation to those who actually put the fucking bug in my YouTube page, and Philly OG and his associates, Sanchez and his associates, Big Aboriginal Power and his associates, Chief Holiday and his associates, and you're right, all of Murder Police. I would like to thank all of these people and their associates for extending the olive branch, because once they did that, they didn't know that the seed was planted, and now the motherfucker sprung roots. It's growing like the Jack and the Beanstalk. It's too late now. I'm there. And it's not an infiltration, because infiltration is a person coming in to get along and then fuck their organization up from the inside out. And if you see me from the beginning, I never came to get along with these whole ass niggas. I came to bring what is true and what is real. You can decipher from that point what you can eat the meat and spit out the bone, because maybe I do. Sometimes when I fillet, sometimes it do be a little bone in there. I'm not perfect all the time, but 99% of the time when you get a fillet from Butcher Didac, your meat gonna come without a bone unless you want bone in. If you want bone in prime quarter or prime rib, or you want a bone in T-bone, I put the bone in there. But for the most part, when you come to my butcher shop and you asking for fillets, boneless, you get that. Every now in the blue moon, I might have a little bit of bone in it, but that's normal. But these whole ass niggas, they serve nothing but bones at their restaurant. You go to their motherfucking meat market, that shit is a shame. Oh, I forgot they don't eat meat. But yeah, I just want to say that, like I said, I'm so grateful for y'all to show up. Yeah, and again, thank you for my adversaries and thank you for allies. You know what I mean? So I thank y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and maybe later on, I guess they love to run marathons on their streams, and if I find an interesting topic that they talking about, maybe I'll pop back up. But other than that, yeah, I guess today is dead. It's 12:20 this morning on my end. So yeah, thank y'all again for showing up. This time I don't got no music, so I'm just gonna get myself up on out of here. Thank y'all again.